Hello, I'm Stephen Monkey Mason and welcome to The Good, The Bad and The What the Fox Volume 4. Corey Feldman Movies Volume 4. Wow, can that text get any bigger across my face? Now get rid of that. Where'd that go? It doesn't normally go upside, it just normally disappears. See, batshit crazy. Now, this will be the last entry of Corey Feldman movies for now. As I've just been on Amazon and ordered a few more to make it up to another 10. So by the time I get to the end of this video, I'm going to decide on which actor I'm going to do next. I have a few running choices, as I took time out this week to sort everything out. My god, batshit crazy. Okay, so before I start talking about 10 random Corey Feldman movies, let's talk about Corey Feldman music. Now, we've wiped the side of the screen out. It's a very little small box. This is former child star, a former child actor. My apologies. Corey Feldman album from 2002. He has his head bleached on the back. Now, and on the disc is just the top of his head. Corey Feldman's always been in big music. He's been obviously influenced by Michael Jackson and stuff like that, and made an album. He does have a new band at the moment called The Truth Movement, and he's doing some weird wacko jacko stuff in here as well. And the track listing. Now this is sort of a pop rock Jackson, you know, he's got a lot of inspirations there. He can sort of sing, depending on what he's going to do. Former child actor song is basically a massive rant about being a former child actor, and I think the lyrics are something like, I'm just a former, can't do shit because I'm a former child actor. Definitely YouTube it. One of the best songs on it is, what was it called? Track 4, You Can't Win. It's unbelievable. You can feel the heart and sorrow about being like depression and stuff like that. It's an unbelievable song. So it's worth buying the album for that one song. Rest of it though, there's a one called What Is a Dog? Yeah, okay. So yeah, Corey Feldman has an album as well. Right, if we wipe the side of the screen down, first up, it's Stand By Me. The classic 1986 movie. Is it 1986? 1986. Here we go. Brilliant cast. This film will never ever get remade. Now I've done a tribute to this. If you get rid of that and wipe the side of the screen down, am I weird? A tribute to Stand By Me. That's me upside down. I was going to go camping, couldn't find a tent, so I found a pod. It's a bit batshit crazy, that tribute. So get rid of that and bring Stand By Me back down. Stand By Me for the time had a massive cast of Will Wheaton, River Phoenix, Corey Feldman, Jerry O'Connor, and pretty much introduced the world to Kiefer Sutherland. And this can't be remade because this captures the time period classic. Directed by Rob Reiner. It's a story based on Stephen King's The Body. It's about 4 young lads who basically go looking to find a dead guy, a dead kid or something like that. There's a lot of coming of age stuff. Now out on Blu-ray. It's been on DVD, it's been on video, it's always on telly. Stand By Me, and that is a definite watch. Everyone should see that, and they cannot remake that. Yeah, see, it's on DVD, have that one ready. Right, next up, wipe the side of the screen down, No Witness. Now I haven't seen this for a while, and it basically stars Jeff Fairley and Corey Feldman. No Time to Escape. I'm trying to remember this film. Wow, it's got Blockbuster. It's Blockbuster. It has no age ratings. I think, yeah, it's an American import, this. From what I remember, this is a political thriller about hiring a hitman to kill somebody, and Feldman just plays like the Corey Feldman character, and pretty much is the bad guy, but then, spoiler alert, doesn't die. He's always scheming and conniving. No, don't watch this. It's a no. It's I can't really remember it. It's not a really fair thing, but no, I didn't enjoy it when I seen it. So, and that movie's from 2004. That one. That's one yes, one no. Right, next up, got 2 copies of this. Wipe the side of the screen out. The Birthday. Now, why do I have 2 copies of this? Here's a story for you. I ordered this when it first ever came out, and I got it. And had to get it imported from Germany. It's a German import. So is this, they're all like. So I got it. I didn't have time to watch it. Now, just a quick story about the artwork. Eureka Pryor, his name is in front of Corey Feldman. Now this is really Corey Feldman's movie. It's a story about Norman Forrest, who basically, he's a little bit nervous and stuff like that, and turns up to a birthday party to meet his girlfriend's parents for the first time. His girlfriend is an utter bitch to him. Now basically, every scene of this movie Corey Feldman was in, it's written by a Spanish director, don't want to butcher his name, and basically meant to be set in America. And it's set in this hotel which shutting down. Now there's a party down in the ballroom, and there's a party upstairs with strippers and people all doing cocaine, and a guy in a wheelchair doing circles and that. Now Feldman pops between the two floors, and all of a sudden the film takes a really weird turn. Because next thing you know, there's people coming in and they're looking for somebody who's about to die because it's going to be the reincarnation of their god, and everyone starts tripping out. And next thing you know, there's a massive clusterfuck of corpses all crawling through. Corey Feldman's running around with an axe, and it's got some batshit crazy stuff in it. But this is probably the best film Corey Feldman has acted in probably since Stand By Me and stuff like that. He is absolutely phenomenal in it. He really gets the character, and I do honestly recommend watching this. Now back to why I have 2 copies of this. I went to Scotland for my 30th anniversary of me being alive. It was my 30th and we went to Scotland, so bottom corner there, that's a leopard. Don't really remember Scotland that well, but that's a leopard. Get rid of the leopard. I do remember a seagull on top of a chimney. I always remember liking that footage, and I've never done anything with it till now. Get rid of that, going off on a batshit crazy. It's almost as batshit crazy as this film. But when I was in Scotland, there was a shop there which sold imported DVDs, so it's got my birthday written on it, ironically. And I actually bought this on my birthday from this shop. It was $8.99 as a 16 rating, but I can't believe it's got my birthday on there. But these are identical. Now they wiped me completely out. Look at that. That is Amazon. And that is the birthday at £220 per copy. This has become rare as shit. Now, since that, which was a couple of years ago, it's now down to affordable prices, just under 20 quid. The used copies, but the brand new ones were going for 220 quid. Wow. Still hasn't seen the light of day on a UK release, but definitely check the birthday out if you can get a hold of it. Right, next film was originally called Operation Belvis Bash. Now, I actually spoke to the director and reviewed the cast about this film, because when I seen this film, I was a bit shocked, to be honest with you. Storyline for this is basically an Elvis impersonator goes to Afghanistan, recruited by the army, and tours around the camps. And he has the support of Corey Feldman. Now I forget what Corey Feldman plays as a stand-up comedian. Spoiler alert, Corey Feldman just plays himself, acting as a stand-up comedian in this. And Corey Feldman is the most racist stand-up comedian you've ever seen. When you watch the film, you can totally tell that Feldman is acting in front of nobody, and then they cut to crowd reactions because some of the stuff he comes out with, it's like, fuck. But all it is an elaborate plan to trick Bin Laden out of his cave so the US can bomb. So that's their plan, send an Elvis impersonator and Corey Feldman to Afghanistan. Now, when the film was released, wipe the side of the screen out, it was renamed to Zero Dark Dirty. Remember Zero Dark 30? Yeah, this is Zero Dark 30. Stars Frank Stallone, Corey Feldman, Daniel Baldwin, Larry Thomas and Mark Metcalf. The most offensive manhunt in history. No fucking shit. Obviously playing on the fact that the success of Zero Dark 30. It's got some weird discs in this. I think this was imported, has no age rating on it whatsoever. And an original, fresh and entertaining dark comedy. It is dark as fuck, this comedy. Now it has Zero Dark 30. So yeah, if you like your humour, definitely check it out. I can't read the description on the back. But it's no fucking way. The age rating for this movie, wherever the fuck it's important from, is 7 years old. Overlay to my finger, 7 years, can you see that? There's no way I am back. There's no way this is a 7. This is an 18 for damn sure. So, Zero Dark 30 or Belvis Bash, definitely watch this if you've got a sense of humour. Right, wipe the side of the screen out. Next one is Terror Inside. Corey Feldman stars alongside his wife then, Susie Feldman. A must-see movie, as it says on the back. This had promised to come out. I mean, it's never been released in the UK, even a low-budget horror movie. Standard disc. I quite like that cover, to be honest with you. If you live here, then you'd be dead by now. Okay. Winner of 6 awards, apparently. And basically this happens when a disaster breaks out and everyone starts chopping their tits off. You did not mishear me there. There is a couple of scenes in this movie of actresses actually slicing their nipples off. Apparently this outbreak, infection and stuff like that. But this is a no. I do not recommend this. I didn't think this was quite good. I thought the trailer was a lot better, which in some cases is not, but no. Terror Inside, nipple cutting off, unless you're into nipple cutting off. No. So that's a yes, a no, a yes, and a no. Right, next up, wipe the side of the screen out. I had to watch this the other night for this review. Fortune Hunters. Now, can you see the cover there? Corey Feldman, Richard Thomas. Now, Richard Thomas is the creepy one staring down there. Most notably known for It and The Waltons. And time has run out for their $50 million lottery ticket. Basically, the youngest kid in the family out of 4 puts the lottery on and they win $50 million and their dad loses a ticket. People like Corey Feldman, C. Thomas Howell all find out about this lottery ticket. There's one scene where the lottery ticket ends up in a fucking mail carriage and the guy's on the phone trying to find out where the fucking mail's going. So he's writing it down on this bit of paper. He's like that. Just overlay this still to me. Look at the size of that writing. The guy is spying through the window and he can totally, like, it's a total like movie prop thing. That made me laugh a little bit. Not as much as when you open up the box and realise there's a massive picture of Mr. Walton there. Richie? It's not Richie, is it? Richie was Seth Green. Anyway, this has chapterine. Chapterine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, chapterine. On the thing stars Richard Thomas. On the back is Corey Feldman. And yeah, it's pretty much weird because it's like Corey Feldman's name's top right centre and he is like, I mean, he's got a supporting role in it. C. Thomas Howell's in this, who was most famous for Hitcher. And the guy's got a completely shaved head in it, and I'm getting jealous because you can clearly see he has a full set of hairline still, motherfucker. But Fortune Hunters, I've actually got it on here as family films as well. So you've got Fortune Hunters, you've got Randy Quaid and Martin's Go Home, or Martians, sorry. John Travolta, The Boy in the Plastic Bubble. And then you've got John Cusack, Adrian Quinn, James Caan, and This Is My Father. 4 great family movies. 4 great family movies. They're all 15 on 2 discs, and it's them really cheeky fucking. That is, hang on, this is really weird actually. You got to flip the discs over. What's really weird about this? It's double-sided printed. Why would you double-sided print a DVD box? I would understand if they flipped them around a little bit, but no, they're exactly the same. Fucking weird that. So yeah, Fortune Hunters is a no. It is really cheap, cheesy. Fucking, I'm sure it starts off with Christmas music. Apparently it's set at Christmas. I had to watch it the other night. Nothing really memorable about it, except for the whole writing on it. So that was a no. Right, next up, wipe the side of the screen down. This is not a film. This is an epic, epic marathon of a watch. This is the Crystal Lake Memories. Now basically, Corey Feldman was heavily involved in DVDs falling over. Heavily involved in Friday the 13th Part 4, the final chapter. Made a brief cameo in 5, and basically this series, whoa, is escaping. Goes from Friday the 13th all the way up to the remake. Each entry is about an hour long. The only person who isn't in this out of all the cast, actually 2 people who aren't in this, out of all the cast, Kevin Bacon, Kelly Hu. Everyone else is in it, and Corey Feldman is the narrator of it, so he narrates all the way through it. He's interviewed for it, There's even a weird little camp scene at the start. Even hitting that Feldman wants to play Tommy Jarvis one more time, and a new spin-off now. From what I know, Friday the 13th is in development of another film, but if you're a Jason fan, buy this. It's available in the UK, and it's unrated. It's bloody as hell, and it's epically brilliant. So get rid of that, and let's get to the next one. Next entry is, like we said, screen out, Dickie Roberts, former child star. David Spade, this movie, produced by Happy Madison, Adam Sandler's production company. This film is absolutely hilarious. It's one of them Bruce Gigolo kind of movies, you know, where Adam Sandler produces it and gets his friends to star in it. But basically David Spade plays Dickie Roberts, who is a famous child actor who basically has never had a childhood, and basically Feldman's in this along with Screech and a few of the Brady Bunch playing poker as Dickie Roberts' mates. And Dickie Roberts' main goal is to get back into acting, and Rob Reiner, director of Stand By Me, is in this, and he plays Rob Reiner himself, and he's going to be directing this new movie about Mr. Blake's back garden. And in order to try and get a serious acting role, he basically goes out and hires a family. And it's just so funny. The only film I think Brendan Fraser has been in with Adam Sandler production since Airheads as well, but at the end it has a brilliant music video. Put a link in the description below. There's loads of child stars singing a song about being former child stars, and it has some absolutely hilarious lines in it. So Dickie Roberts, a former child star, definitely check that out. Right, got two versions of this. Wipe the side of the screen out. Busted. I've got a slimline case one and a big box one. Keep the big box one for now. Directed by Corey Feldman. Busted. Oh, I actually forgot to say something. Fortune Hunters is no longer on Corey Feldman's IMDb. I was going down for the year, the date, and it's actually not on IMDb again. Now that's a little hint of what's going to come in at the end. But anyway, back to Busted. Directed by Corey Feldman. Stars Corey Feldman and Corey Haim. Now if you look on the box, Corey Haim is not there. If you look on the back of the box, Corey Haim is not there. And that's pretty much what happened in this movie. Corey Haim was assigned to be one of the stars, and Corey Haim just went missing. Pops up every now and again, and one of the hardest things Feldman's ever had to do in his acting, directing career, I think he's only directed this, is fire Corey Haim. Because he was just off in limbo land. Busted is a bit of a police academy, beach kind of jokey kind of thing. It's got a scene where a woman gets a ticket for jaywalking because she's walking along the street with a letter J on the lead. That's how bad this movie is. It starts off corny as fuck, and I'm sorry, do not watch this at all. No. Right, my last one. If you wipe the side of the screen out, wait a minute, get rid of that cover. If you wipe the side of the screen out, that is the original artwork of Rock and Roll High School Forever, which is a sequel to the 1979 movie co-directed by Joe Dante, who went on to the Gremlins. Now get rid of that and bring this cover back. Wow. Just wow. This cover is terrible. Really is. The back of the box is terrible. The disc is Corey Feldman, sorry. Looks absolutely baked on there. It's a chopping thing. Now I had to watch this the other night, and I am going to like, sort of take the piss out of this a bit. Now I do recommend, before you think I'm just taking the piss, to watch this, because I was laughing my head off at this movie. I really was. Starts off with a bit of a musical, sort of a bit of High School Musical maybe is going on there in the 90s. And then there's a scene where they just start trashing the school, so a new deputy headmaster comes in, and she is called Dr. Vader. No word of a lie, the car pulls up and it is so badly out of focus. See what I mean? Dr. Vader has a claw hand. Dr. Vader literally looks like it's the bad guy from Inspector Gadget. Dr. Vader introduces new detention. Now the first day of detention, there's skeletons in this detention room, and you think, what the fuck's going on here? and next thing you know, the clock starts going backwards instead of forwards, as like they're meant to be a passing of the time. The clock is going backwards. How can you fuck that up so badly? There's a really bad scene where, well, it's not bad, it's just funny, where they put this metal fence and the clawman just starts dancing around and skipping, and then, oh, it's just like, what the fuck's going on with this movie?
You got me out of bed, but what the hell is this? We could be buying books for the library.
Book! Who needs books? We have 10,000 books of Korean! Power up.
Power up, power up, power up, power up.
And then one of the scenes I totally pissed myself at is when the bad guy, Dr. Vader, is meant to be chasing her, and she's just like that, and she's clearly getting pulled on something and just keeping in focus and meant to be running. It's just like, wow. But I do recommend this. Also stars, what's he called? Evan Richards, who was a discount Corey Haim. Evan Richards, this could have been written for the two Coreys. Evan Richards does look like Corey Haim from Dream a Little Dream in this, and pretty much has very similar character traits. Been a lot last time I mentioned him, and there was Good, the Bad, the What the Fox as well. But yeah, I would watch this for the shits and giggles. Right. Before I mention, before I give you a very special ending, I will do a volume 5 of Corey Feldman movies, and we're going to get the stuff like Bikini Bandits Experience and more classics like License to Drive. Now, I didn't put License to Drive in there, hint hint, as License to Drive is meant to be on the tribute cards. So you'll have to wait and see. Right, one of the movies I've had in this collection for a long time, I watched the other night in preparation for this. Now, just like Fortune Hunters, which has disappeared from Corey Feldman's IMDb list, so is this. Batman, wait a minute, website screen up. Batman Gotham Knight. Now, this is the Blu-ray of it. And this is 6 short stories about Batman. And all of a sudden Corey Feldman's not credited on the end of the movie, and he's not on IMDb anymore, so I'm not sure. Is it a grey area? But let me tell you a little bit of story about this. Now, wipe the side of the screen up because I'm going to get serious for a minute. Everything I ever put on YouTube is my own content. Over the last, it's 10 years and a couple of months' time. Everything I put on is my original work. Now, it's only been recently with the Good, the Bad, the What the Folks, I've been cheeky of like just putting a few clips in of these films. And yes, maybe sometimes I am taking the piss out of them, but I own these movies, I love these movies. But I never upload content that is not mine. Seriously. You know, but in that corner right there is me about 10 years ago. Bald head, a little bit of a beard going down there. It's when I lived with my mum, and around that time I was directing music videos for Stomp 66. I did a music video for Adrenaline Surge, I did a music video for Creed and Frontline. And off the 4-track EP there was another song called Redemption. And I love the music for Redemption. Now, around this time, my friend had left his memory stick at my house, and on this memory stick was the Gotham Knight. And basically, I started to watch it. I was doing nothing, just chilling out. I was having a few beers, and when I started watching it, I decided to put in the editing suite. And the first story of Gotham Knight is about 4 kids who basically share their stories about encountering Batman. Now, Batman's a robot, Batman's a demon beast, Batman's some kind of zombie. It's really weird and creepy. And the next morning when I woke up, I had made a music video called Redemption. And I was just totally shocked when I made that video. And I've never uploaded to YouTube. I've never even listed on my credits or attributes. And I might as well put it at the end of this video for the first time ever. So yes, I am aware that this content belongs to... Where the fuck did I put it? Sorry, it's to Warner Brothers. It's a DC Universe thing. It's a Warner Brothers premiere title. It's directed by about 7 different people. The song is Storm 66 Red Mist Redemption, and basically all I'm going to do is, I haven't changed this since I edited it about 9 years ago. It's going to be put on HD. It's probably going to be a bit of an angle just to pull it out of frame a bit. Hope you enjoy it. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.
Mistakes in life and suffered as I realize I must right my just want a chance to redeem all I've done. I know I've done some wrong. Seek redemption. Endeavor to be the best I can, but it's thrown straight in my face. I must accept I live in disguise. Just want a chance to redeem all I've done. I know I've done some wrong. I seek redemption.
Yo, wait a minute. Batman never cut nobody's head off. Everybody knows he don't ever kill nobody.
I'm making it more colorful, yo.
Yeah, whatever.
Just
Here's an outtake for you. I started recording and I haven't even got everything ready. What a fucking tit. Next outtake. Okay, there's no more outtakes. I don't think there was many outtakes, to be honest with you. But who's next? Now, I'm not going to do the obvious and go for Corey Haim. Or should I just go for Corey Haim movies next? Well, there's no more outtakes, and basically I need to decide which actor I'm going to do next. Now, Christine Slater, Wesley Snipes, Scott Adkins and Corey Haim. I do plan on sort of like doing one each other end, so fuck it, I'm just going to do Corey Haim. Might as well stick with the Coreys. At least I'll be able to get through Corey Haim ones quicker because Corey Haim and Corey Feldman made so many films together. I've already touched on that subject, so next time it'll be Corey Haim.